Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, the 16th of August, Wednesday morning. Hot day. Hope you all are having a good day. I hope you're hopping along the bunny trail. Anyway, Mark is going to be continuing to read in the Doctrine of Election by Arthur W. Pink. He's in chapter 6. He's ready for part 5. If any of you would like to get a copy of this book, you can go to greatchristianbooks.com. Get Arthur Pink's Doctrine of Election. We and all other things are from the Father, of Him, or by His will and power, as originating causes common to us and all of His creatures, but we He speaks of as the severed remnant, set apart to some higher excellency and dignity in this special company is also referred to as we through Him, the Lord Jesus, in contrast from the through whom are all things, the we given one God, the Father, of whom are all things. And we in Greek is Him, which is quite warrantable, but reference there being to God's taking us into Himself, have a special love and by a special union with Himself. Compare the church, the Thessalonians, which is God, which in God the Father, 1 Thessalonians 1:11. But the Greek also imports our being singled out unto His glory. For Him our being is the foundation of our being. For Him the distinction to which we have just adverted receives further illustration and confirmation in one God and Father of all, who's above all and through all and you all, Ephesians 4:6. Here again we find the same difference used about the phrases of all things and the us of the all things. God is said to be above all, whereby we understand the sublimity and transcendency of divine nature and essence, being infinitely superior to that which being all creatures have by participation from Him. Yet second, the transcendent one is also immanent, near to piercing through all creatures. He is present with all, yet holding a different being from all, as the air permeates all our dwellings, be they palaces or hovels. But third, when it comes to the saints, is you, and it is in you all. This is sovereign grace, making them to differ from all the rest. God is so united to them as to be made one with them in a special manner, in a special relationship. How amazing is that grace which is taken to such creatures as we are into union with one so elevated and affable as God is. It's the very summit of our privilege and happiness. If we compare Isaiah 57:15 with 66:1 and 2, we shall see how God Himself has emphasized both the sublimity and the transcendency of His own person, and the marvel and measure of His grace toward us. In the former, God speaks of Himself, the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity. His name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with Him also that is a contrite and humble spirit, which, while in the other He declares, the heaven is my throne, the earth is my footstool, but to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of the contrite spirit. How this demonstrates an infinite condescension of His favor that picks up animated dust, dwells thus, communicates Himself to us as to none others. We have participation of Him such the angels have not. Before proceeding further with our exposition of 1 Corinthians 8:6, so far as it bears upon our present subject, perhaps we should digress for a moment and make a brief remark upon the words, but to us there is but one God, the Father. This has been grossly perverted by those denying the Trinity and person in the Godhead. The term Father here, as in Matthew 5:16, James 3:9, etc., is not used the first person in contrastation, second and third, but refers to God as God's divine nature is such If it could be shown from this verse that Christ is not God is the most, in the most absolute sense, see Titus 2:13, then by purity of reason it necessarily follows that one Lord would deny the Father is Lord, giving the light to Revelation 11:15, etc. The main thought, Corinthians 8:6 becomes quite intelligible when we perceive that this verse furnishes a perfect antithesis in opposition to false devices of the heathen religion mentioned in verse 5. Among the pagans there were many gods or supreme deities, and many lords or middle persons and mediators. The Christians had with only one supreme deity, the triune God, only one mediator, the Lord Jesus Christ. Chapter John 17:3. Christ has a double lordship, first the natural, essential, and derived one belonging to him, considered simply as the second person of the Trinity, second, to which 1 Corinthians 8:6 refers, derived, economical, and dispensatory lordship received by commission from God, considered as God-man. It was to this allusion was made previously, wherein it was stated that God decreed the man Christ Jesus should be taken into union with his Son, and so appointed him his sovereign end. The administration of the universe has been placed under him, all power is committed to him. John 5:22-27, Acts 2:36, Hebrews 1:2. Christ is God, man has equal authority with God. John 5:23. Yet under him is Corinthians 3:23, ask of me. Psalms 2:8, Philippians 2:11 shows the next thing in 1 Corinthians 8:6. We would dwell upon him as the clause, and we in him, Greek, or as the margin has that we for him, such a supernatural union with God, the communication of God, is his ultimate design toward us and his choosing of us. Hence it is that we so often read that for the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself and Israel for his peculiar treasure. Psalms 135:4, this people have I formed for myself. Isaiah 43:21. I have reserved myself 7,000 men. Romans 11:4. This choosing of us is not merely a setting apart from all others to be his particular treasure. Exodus 19:5. Only that God hath separated us for his peculiar worship and service to be holy in himself. Jeremiah 2:3. Not only that we should show forth his praise. Isaiah 43:21. For even the wicked shall do that. Proverbs 16:4. Philippians 2:11. But we are peculiarly himself in his glory, holy in a way of grace and loving kindness. Recollection chapter 6, part 5. Thank you, Mark, for reading that for us. Hope you all have a good day.